Hi, Alicia. Welcome to your reading. So, today we're going to be looking at your career and money, or rather, just like career, job, finance forecast for the next 6 months or so. And I have already pulled cards for you, so I'm just going to jump right in so we can make the most of our time today. So, first thing, I want to just pass on some messages I got when I was meditating before starting your reading. I was kind of just checking in with you and your energy, and I was getting, first of all, kind of like visions of your aura. And it's funny, I can see there's like green and yellow here, but what I was getting was this really beautiful, like blue, aqua blue, green color, but also with this like yellow, like sunshine yellow kind of mixed in there. And to me, it was this really like joyful kind of energy, very creative. And I think for you, what's really like popping for you is the sacral chakra and throat chakra energy. For me, that has a lot to do with creativity, and confidence and willpower and self-expression. So I actually think that you have a pretty clear creative channel going right now. I am getting the idea that you have, or the feeling that you have like a creative idea or a business idea or something that you're being encouraged to act on or to make more of, or to like, invest energy into. I was also hearing running the show, and I was kind of getting this like managerial energy. So I don't know if you are looking for managerial roles or some kind of role where you are in a leadership position. I was really getting that. And I also just want to say this, like, I don't know if this is actually what's going on, but there is something, I can feel something around like theater and or film or acting or something, like something to do with performance. I don't know if that's like your main career path right now, but it might have something to do with your creative ideas, or maybe one aspect of like how you want to, or one aspect of your work. Showrunner, running the show. Maybe you're getting jobs in film. I don't know, that would be really cool. Make appearances. That was the other thing that I heard while meditating. So this might have to do with networking. It may also, again, have to do with being visible, showing up somewhere, being seen, doing the job or doing the work, or being seen by the people who are related to your career path in some way. Making appearances. It could also be about how, like, kind of the energy of what you have to do to show up in your job. Like if you need to kind of put on a certain persona to show up. So those are just some clues. I don't know if they'll relate. Maybe they will. But let's just start off reading the cards. So your current energy right now is the King of Swords. You're definitely very committed to your, and I would say ambitious. So you're committed to your own ambition, and you're committed to your vision. You have a pretty clear mind about who you are, what you bring to the table, what you deserve, and you're communicating that. So you're really showing up with clear communication, with a strong mind, with confidence, and with the ability to really cut through bullshit. So I think that's a huge strength. Like if you're showing up in a career setting as the King of Swords, you're definitely already showing up as a leader and as someone who can intellectually run the show, right? So I don't know if you're more active, or if your job is more, or the job setting is more of an intellectual thing for you, but you definitely have like the ability to plan and to communicate your plans really well. You already are in like a boss energy. Other people are listening to you, or they will listen to you. You're like king of the castle, I'm getting. So you're quite, I think you're quite high up in your position, or you should be and are going, or are a match for positions that are like higher up in an organization. It's a cool-headed energy, the King of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to see if there's another little energy that wants to come through for your current energy, just to give us a little bit more. I'm getting that, yeah, Knight of Rods came out and King of Rods. So you definitely are in this like really actually masculine energy, which is really great for like career contexts. You really have a vision. You really have ambition, and you have somewhere where you want to go. So you really want to bring something together, create something, or succeed in a certain field. And that's your energy right now. It's not just how you're feeling, but it's also how you're coming off to others. I'm just feeling, I'm going to read the cards as I feel like intuitively drawn to them. So hopefully that's okay and you can follow. But the Grandmother Earth card over here is telling you that this is a time for you to be grounded and grounding your vision. So instead of rushing ahead and making spontaneous or maybe like rash decisions, you're actually meant to use this time to really get into the roots of what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to manifest, and allow yourself to do this process slowly, because what is happening right now and what the seeds that you've planted, they really are taking root. So enjoy that process, respect that process, but also if you are called to invest your money, this is actually a sign, like a confirmation for you to do so. It literally says that in the guidebook, and I just wanted to share that with you because it's so like directly relatable. So if you're thinking about maybe also pursuing not just a career, like a job, but also like passive income or investment in anything, this is your sign to do that. But I will also say that it seems that you are looking for something for the long term, right? You're looking to plant and grow roots with something. And you want to be able to grow deep roots so that you can create abundance over a longer period of time. And also that you can grow higher, you can grow greater within that setting. So like the deeper your roots, the greater you can grow. So some of the challenges that you could be dealing with and that could potentially block your process. We have two different things here, okay? So with the Two of Rods and Judgment, what I'm getting here is something that could potentially be a block would be adhering to other people's timing, or feeling an urgency to move, to make this happen now, and to make your vision become an embodied reality. I think that you could potentially worry yourself or like push yourself energetically it just into a state of stress. It doesn't necessarily, I don't think this is like a huge block. I think what I'm getting here is that you actually are in the right timing, and that very, very soon something really good is going to come through, because we have the Judgment and the Six of Rods here. So what you've been planning and plotting is about to actually materialize, and it's going to change your world. But I do think that you might have a tendency to judge yourself on your progress or on how well you're comparing to others. But the thing is, you are incomparable, because we have the Six of Swords here, Six of Rods. And that is just like a pure card of success. So no matter what kind of competition you are up against, you will stand out. We have another king. We have 3 kings here. So you definitely are going up against people who are equally matched to you, but you have something very powerful and special here that's going to actually set you apart, and you can't not succeed. So that's your message in terms of the challenges, is like, just have confidence in your abilities and also in your vision, because that's what sets you apart. And the timing, like the divine timing of this, will lead you into success. So you don't actually have to worry about that. You don't have to push things forward. You do have to go up against competition, but you just have to remain confident in your own abilities and what sets you apart from others so that you can like really shine. And another message I'm getting, so let's take the King of Pentacles energy here. This is an energy that deeply knows its worth. And I don't mean just like emotionally, or whatever. I mean this monetarily, like financially. The King of Rods, the King of Pentacles knows what he's actually like physically worth. So if you are going into job interviews, let's say, or job, like you're getting closer to something, this card is reminding you to speak your value, to actually like reflect your value in how much money you require to be paid. And that's actually going to make you seem like more badass, like more successful, more trustworthy. That's something that is not going to weaken your position in the competition. It would strengthen it. Stay in this masculine yang energy when you're doing the job hunting stuff, because it really is working for you, and it's really translating an energy of strength to others that it really helps them to trust you. And it's also reflecting the truth that you are a leader, like, because there's a lot of leadership energy here. So opportunities, let's talk about the opportunities that are coming to you over the next 6 months or so. So I kind of like said maybe until the end of the year, into like the new year, like January. So I had 3 separate things come out here. What I'm really getting, this is a very strong energy. There is a letting go of like a painful era. Okay, this is really big. And I'm wondering if this is going to be about more than just work, but we shall see. So the Sun card comes out first to tell us that your opportunities over the next 6 months, there's going to be something really, really good. There's going to be a lot of growth, creativity, joy, and play. There's also going to be a lot of, I heard synchronization. So like things are going to be coming together and synchronizing. There's going to be synchronicities. So you're going to have a lot of things repeat, like kind of reflecting back to you, and helping you to know that you're in alignment. The Sun is also about Leo, right? It's about this energy of being self-sustaining, self-contained, and shining your light from within out into the world with this like kind of boundless joy and grace for just life. So the opportunities right off the bat for you are going to be, at least when there's at least something that's coming in that's going to make you feel like, like the sun is shining on you finally. And I do think this might have to do with, it's being seen, being valued, being valued and respected for who you are, for what you bring, for your unique gifts, which is really, really extremely positive. But then we also have this second energy that comes in. That's the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords reversed. And that, to me, is an opportunity to heal something. And I am getting that it could be something like adjacent to your work stuff. So it could be like heart related issues, relationship related issues. But the thing is, the swords are about the mental realm. So I think that this coming phase for you, the next 6 months, is actually going to shift the way that you're, like, basically shift your mindset out of one of pain or anguish or anxiety, especially based on past failures or past disappointments, past heartbreaks. It's going to shift that and make you basically move from being passive or feeling like a victim to feeling really, really empowered with the Magician here. So the Magician, 3 of Rods, the Devil, this is about taking your vision, your manifestation, and actually seeing it like physically manifest in your reality. So whatever you are manifesting and what, like, you have already sent out the intention into the universe. You've sent out the manifestation and you're matching the vibe, right? And then the Sun card is here saying, like, what you're going to be doing over the next 6 months is enjoying yourself and seeing how things align, seeing how things are coming to you and showing you signs. And then you realize that you aren't a victim and you actually have the ability to, like, manifest your dreams into reality. And it's because it shows up for you, right? But this is also partly because of your own hand in making this happen. I am getting, there's a lot of, like, actual, like, magic energy here. So if you do any kind of, like, spells or work, like, I don't really want to say witchcraft because it might not be that strong, but really, like, kind of like for real manifestation work where you're working with planetary forces and physical objects to sort of help your manifestations come into being. I'm going to pull another card to see if there's any specific opportunities that you should know are on their way or are coming in. Something that Alisha can really work with here. Okay, that's too many. So the Strength card has come out. Yeah, this is really interesting. This is clarifying these cards. The 5 of Pentacles. And Empress. Ooh, and Chariot. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. So, yeah. So you're going to have a decision. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck here. You're going to have a decision to make. You're going to be, something is going to shift. I'm telling you, energetically shift you into this Empress state of receiving. You're going to receive more abundance than you know what to do with. This could be more money, but this could also be something that takes you further. Like the Chariot is something that takes us into another phase, into another paradigm. You could literally be moving for this. It could be a move. You might be manifesting a job somewhere else in a different city, which is what you've been waiting for. And it comes, or it's just that this opportunity, whatever it is something that is so, like, creatively nourishing and spiritually exciting that it actually makes you, like, spiritually grow. And again, what you are releasing over the next 6 months, there's an opportunity that comes in that actually lets you release the pain of not having enough. So you're moving from the 5 of Pentacles into the Empress, which is a huge energetic shift. You're moving from not having enough, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you're not, somehow, for some reason, you're not being invited into these spaces that would provide abundance and and, like, health and well-being. And, like, it's just like not having enough money. It's lack mentality. You're moving from that and you're taking the energy into your own hands. You're saying, no, I'm calling in this because I know I'm worth it and I know I can make a difference in my life. And then that literally shifts you into a new paradigm in your life, but it's one where you are completely nourished from all directions. And you're like in this beautiful, gorgeous, wealthy energy. This shift happens internally. It happens somatically, body, mind, spirit. And it happens because you find a way to be in relationship with yourself and with yourself, where you prioritize joy and creativity. And you prioritize fun. That's what this Nature Spirits Oracle card is also about. Is about actually just letting yourself be joyous and enjoy life and allow yourself to play and experiment and basically just have a good time. It's also about being in connection with nature, of course, and allowing nature to, or allowing the universe and spirits in the other world to actually help you and to send you signs. So that's really cool. So the guidance for alignment for you, like the wisdom that your spirit guides really wanted to pass on, is here with the Queen of Rods, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So what I really got here, and I'm hearing it super loudly, is not to put your worth in the hands of others. You are 9 of Pentacles. This and the Empress are incredible. This is like, not only is it entrepreneurial energy, but it's like you attract wealth and abundance to you just because of your frequency. There's also an energy here of like physical beauty, tending to the body, really doing a lot of self-care to the point where you're a magnet for good, for attention, but also as you care for yourself inside and out, you attract experiences that reflect that level of care for you and a level of admiration. 6 of Pentacles, these are in reverse. They're really positive, beautiful energies about valuing your creativity, valuing your worth. In reverse, I get the message that it's like a reminder not to allow others to set that standard for you, and to not wait until you get the money to start feeling rich. That's another thing too. If you are building something from your own spirit, from your own creative abilities, if you are advocating for yourself, this is a message around focusing on what you have. Okay, let's see. I'm going to wait till this message comes through clear. Focusing on what is already within you that wants to shine out and be heard loudly. This is also about focusing on being more than you could ever want in others. So like you are the star of your own show. Again, this is metaphor around being on a show. I think I don't know. I can't remember, but I think you're a Leo. I can't remember, but I think you might have Leo energy really strongly here. We have Strength, Sun, and all this Queen of Rods energy. This is like Leo energy, okay? Something really significant. It could be like, I think 6 months from now, we're looking at the Leo full moon in Aquarius season. So that could be a really significant moon for you. A big manifestation, big energy shifts could happen around that moon. So that would be in late January, I think, or early Feb. But yeah, I'm really getting this message to align yourself with the right opportunities, with the ones that are meant for you, that are going to bring you this like Empress rich girl energy and safety and nourishment and groundedness. You need to remember to be in this energy of valuing yourself and advocating for your own worth, but not by, you don't have to like tell people, you just embody it, right? And then when you do show up in these realms, work realm context, like when you're in like a job interview or something like that, or you're talking with you're making appearances with the people that will help you get opportunities. Basically, this is the thing. So you hold this feminine self-worth energy within you, almost as like this beautiful secret. And then when you show up and you communicate with others, you present this like beautiful masculine yang energy of confidence, success. I've done this, I've done that, but I don't need to overly tell you because it's obvious. I can show you. And in your energy, you exude confidence and clarity. in what you know how to do and your skills and in your worth and how much you're worth. So that's kind of like the key to drawing in your opportunities. I want just one more clarifier around these opportunities and like what areas of life, or like what kind of work. Okay, so Knight of Cups, we definitely have I think there is some emotional stuff happening over the next 6 months that wants to come through. Maybe it's just like a little like, maybe your guides are just being like, just so you know, this isn't just about work. This is also something about your emotional world. It could be that there's an opportunity. The Knight of Cups is an opportunity. It's an invitation. It's somebody coming to you with like an idea or an invitation or something they want to share with you or see you have. It's an opening of some kind. It's almost like a romantic invitation. They're curious. Okay, so there is somebody coming in that has a curiosity with you or has an open mind and an open heart towards you, and they have something to offer you that you might actually really be interested in. And it seems fun. I'm really getting the idea that you're intrigued. It seems fun. It seems like it could be a good time. It seems like it might be fruitful. Queen of Pentacles. And you're the Queen of Pentacles, and you're like, okay, is this something that will honor my worth and like how much I need and what I need to feel secure and safe? We have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so this does seem very stable. It's a very grounded offer. Opportunities are flooding in for you. It's important that you don't just take the first one, and allow yourself to spend some time with it and to make sure that it's an energy that you want to be around. An energy that matches your own flow, that matches your own unique energy. Emotions are going to flow for you when you find the right one. They're also saying take it one step at a time. So the process is a gradual effort. Don't burn yourself out. Number one rule, remember, with this feminine, beautiful, empressy energy, you're not burning out your energy. Okay, you're going to be taking care of your energy. You have to be in balance physically and energetically to be able to recognize when the right opportunities come in. It's also saying stay in flow. You're meant to be on this path right now. Your guides want you to know. Yeah, your guides want you to know that you are definitely on the right path. I am thinking timing-wise that Libra season is going to be significant for you. I have 7s that have come up here. So you can take it as you will, maybe in 7 weeks or in the 7th, is it 7th month? No. 7th house is what I'm thinking, right? Like Libra is the 7th house. So Libra season is looking significant to me. I also saw, I can see like snow. I'm not saying that nothing will happen until it snows, but I do think that the snowy season is going to be really significant for you in terms of growth and really feeling the full culmination of this next phase and of all the seeds that you've been planting. I will say, okay, so I just want to reiterate the really strong messages that I'm getting around your creative side. And there's something here. We literally have creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Okay, So you are expressive. And part of your message today is about this creative process that you have, or that your work in some way relates to the arts or relates to creativity. We also have humanity, devotion, compassion. So you're working with people. You're working with people. You are somebody who works with people, or who your job in some way relies on or involves others. And then we have the bloom, the right time, harvest, celebrate, creations realized. So I think that you're finishing something up, or that you're getting something ready to present. We have blessing to begin. This is like everything that you have been creating. It's getting the go ahead. It's getting the yes from the universe. That, and I think you might be kind of starting over. Like if you're looking for some work, that gives me the sense that you're wanting a new beginning. Something is starting again, right? So this could be that like something ended that, or is still in progress, is still ending, or has recently ended that really kind of like shocked you and hurt you and left you with some like internal scarring, like a little, maybe like fears about the future, where things are going. And that is changing because you are truly like manifesting with your powers of manifestation. You're bringing in the most wonderful opportunity that's going to totally change your life. You have to just stay confident, stay caring for yourself, and know that everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be great. You are definitely being encouraged to pursue environments where you're seen, where you can show off your beauty or your physical self, because there's something very attractive about your physicality. You're being encouraged to use your voice, to use your creative energy, to show up with presence. You have an enigmatic presence, a very powerful presence. I'm getting theater, film, things, anything where you're being seen. The sun is definitely about, it can literally be about fame, but it's also about confidence, joy, and play. And I'm really getting that sense of play in terms, like maybe you're a production manager or you're a theater, like I don't even know if you do that kind of stuff, but I'm really getting a sense of directorial, manager, production. I'm not getting assistant roles so much as I'm getting actual positions of knowledge and leadership. But if you are working your way towards something, just like towards like a directorial role, then you're really close because you're already in the energy, like you're already resonating with that energy. So all you really need to do is really stand up for yourself when you're talking with people and quote unquote making appearances. So I'm going to leave your reading there. I really hope that it resonated with you and that it in some way just at least like comforts you on the path. If I get anything else, like any other messages, I'll let you know. And if you have any questions, you're totally welcome to reach out and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I really hope that resonates with you, Alisha. And thank you so much for getting a reading from me. It's always a joy to read for you and to tap into your energy. And I really hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, because I'm really getting the idea that the message that you really deserve to enjoy yourself right now and not to like spend your energy stressing or anything or over planning. Just enjoy your summer. Do the things that make you feel like you're having a good time, that make you feel beautiful. I was getting this funny message around being in front of the camera. So like, I don't know if that's just taking photos for yourself, or maybe that's part of this process, actually like taking pictures, but maybe take pictures with friends, do photo shoots. Ooh, maybe that's something, is do a photo shoot. Even like a professional photo shoot, like headshots, that could be really good. Headshots are across the board in like most fields. People need headshots. So go for that maybe. You might be also maybe like, I don't know, do some modeling on the side. Like do something maybe that you haven't really been thinking about, but that's a little more aligned with the arts, because I'm getting so much creative energy, so much joy and performance energy and creativity. So like and it's very social as well. So yeah, have some fun with that. Explore those avenues if you aren't already, because it can also be another way of investing your time and creating passive income or active income, is like kind of spreading out your talents outside of just more like intellectual roles and like businessy kind of modes, and being more expressive and more about like actually using your gifts, which actually include beauty and include presence, so, and creativity and artistry. And also socialness, like being a social person. The Three of Cups is like all of what I'm saying, plus also enjoy yourself, try to have fun, go out, have some drinks, and everything's going to be good. Libra season is looking like a good time. The winter is looking like a good time. And just really enjoy this period of your life as a refining process. And this is your final message, but this period that you're in right now is helping you to become like a master manifester. So like, don't worry, because you're actually going to see how eerily on point your manifestations are going to become. Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty impressed with yourself when this opportunity, or when these opportunities start to really bubble up and present themselves, because you're going to see that it's really the reflection of your heart's desire. And I think you're going to be pretty impressed with your creativity, with your manifesting ability, and with how you stayed in your integrity and in your self-worth. So that's your message. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.